Hello. Oh, it's just a shadow. I was like, is that reflective? No. Hello, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. Today we're doing another like vlog along let's go to the theatre kind of things, where we go afterwards and discuss how my seat was and trigger warnings and the alike. However, this one probably won't have any trigger warnings, maybe one, but anyway. And by the time this video goes live, it will have happened and everyone will have moved on to new jobs, etc., because this is a 2-day concert. I am here in London for the Addams Family in concert at the London Palladium. I'm watching on night 1 because it's the only day that was available. I'm not going to lie to you, I'm busy. I'm a busy person. I'm not. Well, I am this week. Anyway, that is by the by. I have snuck down and I am going to see it tonight. So I thought I'd do one of these videos anyway, mainly to discuss my seat, my comfort level, and things like that, and less about the show and its sensory things. So if you want to come with me on a merry little mission to the Palladium to go and watch what could be described as one of my favourite shows. Controversial, but I think it is up there in like a top 10 list. Then stick around and we'll get into it in a little bit. But first I'm going to go and walk around for a while, and nobody needs to see that, so I'll see you in a bit. In the box. I was debating whether to do this now or do it in the morning, with it being 10 to 11. But you know what, we're gonna do it now, because otherwise my brain will go. Also, don't look at my ears because I've just took my earrings out because they were getting a bit annoying. And I was like, yeah, let's do it now. So, well done me. No, that was the right way. Okay. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not necessarily doing the sensory trigger warning side of what I normally do, for the main reason that by the time this video goes up, the concert, which is on for 2 days, will be done. So there's no point doing that. There wasn't necessarily any trigger warnings. There is obviously discussion of death, but it's done in a comical way. And it being a concert, the sensory side of it was mainly lightning strikes, and although they were quite loud, generally the whole show was quite loud. I am still suffering with my hearing thanks to being quite blocked up. So again, like with when I went to watch Rocky Horror, loud noises then reverberate all around my brain, which is really fun. But there were a few flashing lights that corresponded with lightning, and other than that there was nothing really to discuss in the way of sensory, just that it was quite loud. But the reason that I'm doing this is for the other side of what I do in these videos, which is to talk about the theatre and talk about toilets and talk about my seat. I haven't spoken about toilets previously, so you're wondering, hey, why are you talking about toilets now? But I have to discuss the toilets at the Palladium, and also about the way that they do their concerts and how you find the merch. Let's talk about the merch first. I really only ever want to get a programme. I hardly ever get anything else, but obviously you have to join the same merch queue for a programme than if you wanted to get the rest of the merch, which is okay, apart from when the Palladium do these concerts, they only ever put the programmes for sale in the one place. That place is just as you come into the theatre at ground level, not if you go into the stalls, if you're going to the Royal Circle. And if you're not in the Royal Circle, it gets confusing, but that's a story for a different day. And especially today, when I was wanting a programme, I had to join a queue that went round the stairs or up to the Royal Circle and then back on itself towards the bar. And there was one guy, bless him, working that stand, and it's always the way at these concerts. It happened last year when I went to go and watch once. It also happened when I went to watch Dr. Zhivago, and I just don't get why people don't think this through. But hey ho, I still queued, I still got my programme. It was £12, but I still got a programme. The other thing I want to discuss with regards to going into the, just before going into the auditorium, the toilets. This is another thing that I've learned with Palladium, and this has now been the case on 2 separate levels, because today I was in the Royal Circle. Previously I have been in the circle above, which I want to say is the Grand Circle, but I could be wrong. And both times when I visited the toilets, they're not the widest. Now, we're in an old theatre, so I 100% understand that. However, I'm quite large, so having to squeeze myself, not even with a massive bag, just me in a slightly large coat but not too big, to allow people in and out of the toilets was an issue. It's not the worst theatre for that, and if I ever do go back to said theatre, that was, in my eyes, one of the worst experiences to try and go to the toilet. We'll discuss it then. But yeah, it's something to be aware of, especially if you are the large person like myself. Seat wise, like I said, I was in the Royal Circle. I was in E37. View wise, stunning. You are on the curve and towards the front of the Grand Circle, so I could see most facial expressions, and that was very exciting. I did read on seat plan previously that that is the case, but it's always nice when the people on seat plan are correct, because sometimes they're not. one downside of my seat, and this is not like an I'm just gonna have another moan. If you are sat next to a friend or a family member and you want to discuss something during the performance, not in the interval, during the performance, if you have to speak, just like whisper. Like go up close, have a quick whisper, keep watching. Because the people who were next to me on the one side were talkers. And it grinds my gears so much, but I am not the person to confront people. So when that happens, I will say nothing. I will give good glares, but glares don't often get took on board. So yeah, that was fun. But hey ho, I lived through it. I enjoyed the show itself, and it was very exciting that I actually could come down and watch it, because these concerts always put on silly days. If I was not at work this week, I would not have been able to make this. I don't get it. Why? Just why? But that is a story for a different day. We will discuss concerts another day, because it is very much nearing 11 o'clock and I need my sleep. So I'm going to leave you here and say thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, tell me, because no one ever comments on my videos. But I'm going to leave you here, say farewell, thank you very much for watching, love you all lots, cheerio and goodbye.